Joining us now is Joe Berchtold, Live Nation Entertainment President. Joe, good to see you as always. Thanks so much for joining us. I mean, I referenced there the share price perhaps not continuing its rise over the last month or so, but have attendances at your events kept in line with your expectation, or has Delta derailed them somewhat?
No, absolutely. The momentum is back. We're feeling it every day with our shows. As you noted, we had 8 million people attend our shows in August. A couple weeks ago, 2 weeks ago in the UK, 850,000 fans attended over the weekend. Here in the US, all of our festivals, Lollapalooza, Bonnaroo, Bottle Rock, Governor's Ball, selling out faster than ever, which is what led to our highest ever deferred revenue at the end of the second quarter. And as we stand here, we've only had a 2% cancellation rate. That has gotten a few headlines. But in reality, our attendance has been great. The shows have continued. The fans are delighted to be back. When you hear the artist on stage, they're excited. So it really does feel like the momentum is back in the industry.
And just remind us what those numbers, the 8 million number that you quoted for August, likely for September, is relative to 2019, and how hopeful you are that 2022 will be a totally normal year.
Yeah, sure. Those numbers are still tracking below 2019, but they're obviously dramatically up from 2020. And we expect, as we stand now, that 2022 will be bigger than 2019 was. Our concert pipeline is up double digits from this time in 2019. Our sponsorship commitments are up double digit. Ticketmaster, in addition to benefiting from that increased activity, has added over 10 million new tickets to its client base this year. So everything is stacking up for a tremendous 2022.
I'm going to ask you the same question I asked the CEO of IMAX this morning. After that company also had a very strong Labor Day weekend in terms of box office. And that is at a time where Wall Street, at least, is very concerned about economic growth slowing, impact to labor market, fears about coronavirus and specifically this Delta variant and the impact it's having on consumer sentiment as well. Based on what you're seeing at Live Nation, is it fair to say that consumers are, at least from your standpoint, shaking off those fears?
Well, consumers are showing up and spending money. There's no doubt on that. As we look at what happens when the fan comes to the show, our amphitheater base, hundreds of shows this summer, spending is up double digits. We look at all of the festivals throughout the UK, again, spending on food and beverage up double digits. Lollapalooza spending up. And Bottle Rock this past weekend, an amazing festival, had over $80 spend per person per day, up double digits from this time in 2019. So we are seeing the consumer spend. I think that the vaccine policy that we have, people have to be vaccinated or tested, is showing to be a huge success. I feel very proud that the music industry has been leading the way in terms of the requirements, which has made it safer to gather and has also driven people to get more vaccines. We had over 90% of the fans who attended Lollapalooza were fully vaccinated. 12% of them said they got vaccinated because they wanted to come to the festival. Bottle Rock, it was 96% fully vaccinated. So we're seeing people willing to get vaccinated to come out, to go to events, making it safer. So they're showing up and they're spending when they're there.